Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So, Ubisoft yesterday made their world premiere of Ghost Recon Breaking Point, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of start having mixed feelings about it. So, I'm gonna be honest, I really enjoy Wildlands. I played a lot, was one of my favorite games for that year, and it was fun to go mission to mission, although, as I said on my quick look at it, it was not a good game to play like in once, like go through the entire game at one sitting, or one or two missions per day, a little bit of free fun. That was the right way to play the game. Even so, as the updates come and more gameplay happen, more game happen, I'm not gonna lie, it was a great game. The chapters for the Predator fight to now the prequel Operation Oracle, the prequel to Breaking Point, was a very interesting. Although I enjoy the concept of a sequel, I'm not gonna lie, I did took a hit on my hype was big when I saw the announcement, and I didn't saw the entire thing. I was viewing the stream by Twitter, so I didn't see the after the sit down from with the developers, and I took to see that a little bit later. So I'm not gonna lie, if I made this video before seeing that, I would have a very more positive view of the game. And right now, I'm not sure if this positive view is gonna be keeping. So, let's go for it. In the same way that Ghost Recon Wildlands was a single player or co-op, Breaking Point will be, but not. The game is literally starting to go on a more, how can I say, co-op is not meant, it's not forced. How I had a saying before, and I'm trying to remember, but it was something along the lines: co-op is not mandatory, but it will force until we cannot. And that it is what I'm having the feeling. So why I say that is, during Wildlands you have three AI friends, partners, squad mates, and I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy having that. Was a cool banter, something you would not have in multiplayer. Because let's remind, play with friends, it's not playing immersive. Or mostly when I play with my friends. Because we mostly gonna be shouting at each other, talking shit at each other, complaining about um the state of something. We will not be immersive, but having a little bit of a banter and talk between squad mates it's a very interesting thing. I not gonna lie, I really enjoy companions in games. Now, why I'm going off of this tangent? Wildlands was good on that. Breaking Point, not gonna have it. Breaking Point is gonna be a 4-player co-op or single player, 0 AI teammates, and not gonna lie, that kind of take a little bit of the fun out of me. I really had enjoyed the game, and the fact that I'm not gonna have the squad mates or a little bit, and not gonna lie, if I didn't saw the after show a little bit later, I would not even notice that, because during the gameplay, the game really shows you more still having the 3 AI partners. And I'm not gonna lie, because of that, I wasn't too much pissed off about the classes system. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't enjoy classes. I don't enjoy the class system on a Ghost Recon game, the specializations or whatever they're going to be calling. There will be four specializations: engineering, field medic, sharpshooter, and assault. I think that's the four: sharpshooter, engineer, field medic, and assault. Yeah, probably that. So right now, I in my head having three AI team members would allow you to like choose what class you would want, while you would have the other AIs to manage those abilities and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, I can deal with that, and I can deal with especially the fact that each of the characters of the unit will have, I don't know, a more focused thing. Because remember or not, Wildlands, everyone was good on everything, although clearly characters had. If you see most of the pictures, Nomad's supposed to be the heavy weapons guy and stuff like that. But fuck, I don't care. But now seeing the game will not have the co-op teammates, the AI teammates, it's a little bit it bummed me down a little because I really enjoyed that. I enjoy the characters, the banter of the characters, and even they being around. Now I can kind of understand why, because since the game is gonna be a little bit more, the AI are gonna be a little bit more and smart, quote unquote. Like, don't hold me that, because developing of AI is never great. Your AI would probably be wandering off and passing by the front and tipping the enemy off. But even so, I'm gonna miss AI partners, and simply the fact they be there and doing shit. Now it's gonna be a very more. I understood the feeling because play alone will be simply going for the lone wolf, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not happy. That and the mixed thing with the classes, it's going to be a very, very meh scenario. Second, before we go, there is the end game. And again, the end game keep me keep pushing the same aspect to me. The notion of pushing up the co-op multiplayer stuff. And it's something that I really, really, really don't like. They're going to be pushing raids, and raids is gonna be something that can only be done on multiplayer. You cannot do that by yourself. And since you're not gonna have AI partners, yeah, you're fucked. And that goes to the fact, what the fuck will be the meaning of the raids? If it is simply story wise, it's gonna suck because for someone who doesn't want to play multiplayer, you gonna be very pissed off because you're gonna miss on story points. Because if you want to play a single player, you're going to play because you're invest on gameplay or in the storyline. And if you're gonna miss on storyline, yeah. And since this is not an RPG, there's not loot nor gear. I hope there's no like loot on the division sense of it. It is strange they lock gear on that. They may lock cosmetic shit, and even that will not be enjoyed that much. The fact that you're locking cosmetic shit there. And that's the fact. Ubisoft has starting to have this stupid idea of RPGing every fucking thing. Not only that, but your single player character will be tied with your multiplayer character. So as you upgrade your character on multiplayer and on single player, it will carry over. Again, that push for a multiplayer experience, it's kind of irritating me a little. It's that fact that I really enjoy, for example, Rainbow Six Siege, but I would prefer Rainbow Six. I would prefer Rainbow Six Patriots, and that's the problem I'm having right now. I really want to like the fucking thing, but the push to you have to play this fucking thing online, it's pissing me off so fucking much. It's like it's very cool idea and it's very cool thing because one of the most I don't know for some reason I'm really pissed off by not having the AI teammates. Really pissed off. One of the most like fun features that I discovered and I could do, then it wasn't on release, I think, but was added later on the Wildlands, was simple the fact that you could customize the appearance of your unit. So I was very cool with that because I mostly go on a tactical, not tactical, but aspect on the game. So yeah, the fact of not having a unit, it does go bad. I don't know. Ghost Recon was always that more tactical squad shooter. So not having a squad kind of meh the aspect. And Ghost Recon in the same way than Rainbow Six was more a single player thing. And again, not having the single like I don't know. You see, all the Ghost Recon that I played, you had a squad. You have your teammates. Yeah, it's always AI. You could change to play co-op, but you always would have AIs on if you decide to play solo. Now they are pushing in a little bit too hard on this co-op stuff with the raid and other things. So yeah, I don't know. Part of me wants to like the game because the lack of a more modern close future type of game, but part of me wanna hate it because in the end of the day, I want to sit down and enjoy a single player experience. And not gonna lie, companions are a great thing. Having banter between teammates and stuff like that, even if they are repetitive and stuff. For fucking sake, I don't. I'm sometimes I'm tired to hearing Midas say to me, then he having problems to breathe, so he need some coca leaves. Uh, it is very enjoyable to have those teammates, those banter, those companions. That's kind of what a game is about, in my opinion. Interaction between characters, and cutting down the interactions between your squad mates on that game because you don't want to play in co-op. That would make sure that you really would not have interactions with a teammate, aka you would have with your friends, but let's be fucking honest. There is no fucking way you're gonna be having the same interactions with your friends or different than immersive interactions between characters. So yeah, I'm fairly disappointed on that aspect. Lack of AI squad mates and more of a push to multiplayer. It's really bumming me down a little. Something tells me that Ubisoft is trying the boil frog approach, different than EA, who's trying to really push the extinction of the single player. Ubisoft is trying to boil the thing, like slowly but surely taking out single player aspects. I don't know. Maybe next Ghost Recon gonna be just another division. Eh, not happy. But as I said, this would be a two-part stuff. So Ubisoft kind of gives a very small window of time between release dates and announcement of the game. The game announced yesterday on the time of recording, and will be playable on 1st of October if you decide to throw a little bit more money. And again, this time, for the first time, Ubisoft, at this time, I don't know if they're going to just do it on a little bit more of a later date, because for what I really go to see about the pricing and what the thousands of editions Ubisoft would place on the game, they only had the standard at the moment I go to see, so I think they didn't finish set up their store yet. So we don't know if they're gonna pull a NO 1800 and sell Steam as a pre-order bonus. Not gonna lie, kinda doubt it, because the way they're pushing this as a multiplayer thing, yeah, don't know. But the end of this point is Ubisoft is pushing a more lower waiting time between announcement and release. With the Division, we had like a less than a year with the Division 2. And those two are a big comparison. For example, Ghost Recon Wildlands had a period of some years, I think. Wildlands was announced first time in the same year there was, let me see, the same year that Shenmue 3 Game Thrillers was still around, because I do remember they talk about all that during their E3 coverage. And in Division 1, well, for fuck's sake, we wait years and downgrades for it. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see they are like closing down the release window for announcement. Not closing down the window, but shortening the time between release announcement and release, which simply mean it gets a manageable amount of hype. People will not start to think what the game will be too much. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for this video. Mixed feeling about the game. Sad that I'm not gonna have my AI teammates to banter with like we had before. But yeah, sometimes that's the price you pay for progress. Fucking hell, I really like the idea of having AI co-op teammates. It's gonna be a bummer.